Australian families think they are saving money on tea, but they are actually being scammed by corporations that have mastered the art of disguised price increases. Those bulk packs and value sizes hide a disturbing truth. Inferior tea leaves that require more bags per cup, quietly inflating your grocery costs while delivering fewer health benefits and more potential side effects. We analysed the true cost per cup of Australia's 5 most popular tea brands. What we discovered exposes a systematic deception that is particularly cruel to older Australians on fixed budgets. Lipton's bulk deals seem economical until you realise the weak leaves force you to use multiple bags. Bushells markets tradition while foreign owners have cheapened the blend. Even premium Twinings charges luxury prices for repackaged imports that trigger digestive problems. Madura positions itself as a premium Australian-grown tea, typically priced between $4.50 and $6 per pack. They have built their entire brand identity around being natural and Australian-grown, and they use that to justify higher prices. But here is where the deception begins. Madura does not advertise its hidden processing methods, which involve imported machinery and stabilizers. This is not the farm-to-cup experience consumers believe they are paying extra for. The romanticized images of Australian tea plantations mask an industrial reality that is far from the artisanal process the packaging suggests. The health concerns are even more troubling. Madura tea is grown in specific New South Wales soil regions with naturally high fluoride and aluminum content. Those soils lead to significant mineral absorption in the tea plants themselves. For aging bodies, particularly older Australians, these trace metal levels can be problematic for bone health and for kidney function over time. The strong brew Madura is known for also intensifies caffeine effects, causing jitters and potential heart rhythm disturbances in seniors who may already be managing cardiovascular conditions. What looks like value because of a potent blend that requires fewer bags can actually cause more health side effects. The real cost equation shifts dramatically when you factor in potential medical expenses from caffeine sensitivity, which offset any brewing savings you might get from using fewer tea bags. And while Madura promotes an eco-friendly image, this marketing masks an industrial processing reality that is far from the natural garden to teacup story they sell. Dilmah occupies the mid-premium price range, selling for $3.50 to $5 per pack, with a significant markup based on their ethical branding. Their fair trade reputation has long been used to justify these higher costs. Many Australians have been willing to pay, believing they are supporting ethical tea production. The false economy here lies in what happens after the tea leaves are harvested. Prolonged shipping and high heat processing destroy many of the advertised antioxidants that justify Dilmah's premium positioning. Essentially, you are paying a premium price for significantly degraded health benefits by the time the tea reaches your cup. The health concerns extend beyond lost antioxidants. Oxidation from Dilmah's processing eliminates many of the heart-healthy compounds that make tea beneficial in the first place. Their specialty-flavored versions often contain hidden sugars that can impact diabetic consumers who do not realize they are consuming additional carbohydrates with their seemingly healthy tea choice. Perhaps most concerning is Dilmah's decreasing transparency regarding their sourcing practices. While they maintain their ethical image, the details have become increasingly vague in recent years. The real cost impact becomes clear when you realize you are getting virtually zero return on your health investment due to antioxidant destruction during processing. Diabetic consumers may unknowingly be consuming hidden sugars in flavored varieties, potentially increasing their medical costs through blood sugar fluctuations. And all the while, Dilmah maintains ethical pricing without necessarily delivering the ethical product that justified those prices in the first place. Number 3. Twinings Earl Grey. Twinings positions itself firmly in the premium luxury tea segment, commanding $5 to $8 per pack. Their elegant packaging and royal warrants suggest superior quality, but the contents often do not justify this significant price premium. The false economy begins with Twinings' premium packaging, which dramatically increases cost without necessarily improving what is inside. Many Twinings products sold in Australia are imported and repackaged, rather than being the authentic British tea experience many consumers believe they are paying for. This luxury markup particularly exploits seniors on fixed incomes who are paying for style over substance. One of Twinings' signature products, Earl Grey, demonstrates this problem perfectly. The distinctive bergamot flavor that defines Earl Grey has increasingly shifted from natural oil to artificial scenting, which replaces quality leaf flavor with cheaper alternatives. The health concerns are particularly significant with Twinings Earl Grey. Bergamot oil overload can trigger acid reflux in older drinkers, while artificial scenting can amplify allergies and migraines in sensitive individuals. These effects are especially problematic in enclosed retirement living spaces, where strong scents can affect multiple residents. The real cost extends well beyond the premium price on the shelf. Medical expenses from acid reflux and allergic reactions add hidden costs that never appear on your grocery bill. You are paying a premium price for what is essentially repackaged imported tea, with a significant portion of that cost going towards stylish packaging rather than quality ingredients. Bushells Blue Label occupies the mid-range price point at $2.50 to $4 per pack, with a significant premium attached to nostalgic marketing. They have positioned themselves as an Aussie icon, tapping into national identity and memories. The false economy is particularly cruel here because Bushells, despite its Australian heritage branding, is no longer Australian-owned. It has been acquired by multinational corporations that have systematically altered the formulation while maintaining the nostalgic packaging. Loyal seniors are paying a brand premium for what is effectively a foreign-owned product that bears little resemblance to the tea they grew up with. The health concerns with Bushells are significant for older Australians. Their tea contains higher caffeine content than many newer blends, which can disrupt sleep patterns and affect blood pressure regulation. More concerning is that Bushells tea can interfere with medication absorption, especially treatments for osteoporosis and thyroid conditions that are common among seniors. Medication interference like this is particularly dangerous for older Australians managing multiple prescriptions, potentially reducing the effectiveness of essential treatments. The real cost extends far beyond the price per cup. Sleep disruption leads to additional health problems and potentially increased medical expenses. Reduced medication effectiveness could increase treatment costs or lead to worsening health conditions. All the while, consumers are paying heritage prices that primarily benefit multinational corporations, rather than supporting Australian industry. At the top of our list is Lipton Black Tea. It positions itself as a budget-friendly option at $2 to $3.50 for large packs. Lipton has mastered a false economy strategy, offering large pack deals that appear affordable but contain inferior quality leaves that do not deliver real value. The deception is simple but effective. Lipton's weak tea requires multiple bags per cup to achieve a satisfying strength, and that secretly increases the real cost per serving. Their entire marketing relies on bulk psychology that masks the per-cup expense inflation. Independent testing has revealed concerning health issues with Lipton tea, including detectable pesticide residues that place additional strain on aging kidneys and livers. The strong tannin content frequently triggers heartburn and reflux in seniors, while chemical traces accumulate with daily consumption, potentially creating long-term health concerns. Let's break down the real cost. A typical 100-bag pack of Lipton, priced at $3, appears to cost just 3 cents per bag. But because the weak leaves require 2 to 3 bags per cup to reach satisfactory strength, the actual cost jumps to 6 to 9 cents per serving. Compare this with a premium tea at 8 cents per bag, where 1 bag sufficiently flavors a cup, and suddenly Lipton's value proposition collapses. The cost equation becomes even worse when you factor in potential medical costs from pesticide exposure and digestive problems. What appears to be budget-friendly on the shelf actually creates hidden grocery budget inflation through increased bag usage, not to mention potential health expenses. Lipton is owned by Unilever, a multinational conglomerate with $58 billion in annual revenue. Bushells is no longer Australian-owned, having been sold to international tea corporations years ago. Twinings is part of Associated British Foods, a conglomerate that focuses more on packaging than quality. Dilmah remains family-owned, but their processing has shifted increasingly toward cost-cutting measures. Even Madura, which promotes its Australian-grown credentials, relies heavily on imported processing technology. The deception strategy is consistent across these brands. They exploit emotional loyalty to Australian brands while systematically cutting quality. Foreign ownership hides behind familiar packaging and nostalgic marketing. These companies have reported record profits during Australia's cost of living crisis, while Australian families struggle to make ends meet. They have calculated their approach perfectly, targeting seniors who resist brand switching due to decades of built-up loyalty. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 67% of Australians over 65 drink tea daily. The health impacts specifically affecting this demographic are significant. Pesticide accumulation places additional strain on aging livers and kidneys that are already working less efficiently. Caffeine from these teas frequently interferes with blood pressure medications. Acid reflux triggered by artificial oils and strong tannins creates digestive discomfort that may require additional medication. And perhaps most concerning, excessive caffeine can reduce medication absorption for critical treatments. The daily consumption reality makes these problems worse. The average senior drinks 3 to 4 cups daily, resulting in multiple pesticide exposures per day from these everyday brands. Cumulative caffeine intake disrupts sleep and heart rhythms, and digestive irritation can become a chronic health problem rather than an occasional discomfort. When we connect these dots, the picture becomes alarming. Daily Lipton consumption means 3 cups times pesticide residue times 365 days per year of exposure. Bushells' caffeine interference reduces the effectiveness of osteoporosis medication that many older Australians depend on. Twinings' artificial flavouring can cause acid reflux that requires additional medications and medical visits. The false economy forces budget-conscious seniors toward the very options that create the worst health outcomes. This problem extends beyond just the older generation. Grandparents pass down contaminated tea habits to grandchildren, and family budgets are strained by both false economy pricing and potential health consequences. Grandparents on pensions stretch their tea budget with bulk savings, while unknowingly teaching grandchildren to accept inferior quality. The multi-generational health impact includes children developing taste preferences for artificially enhanced teas, early exposure to pesticide residues and chemical additives, and learning false economy lessons that perpetuate poor purchasing decisions. The family cost includes grandparent medical visits for reflux, sleep disruption, and medication conflicts, family stress from unexpected health problems, lost family time due to preventable illnesses, and teaching poor consumer awareness to the next generation. So what is the solution? Start with better value calculations. Compare the actual cost per proper cup, not per bag. Factor in potential health costs when evaluating cheap options. Consider medication effectiveness when choosing caffeinated teas. Calculate the long-term grocery costs of weak tea requiring multiple bags. Focus on the true per-cup cost. There are better Australian alternatives. Madura tea is Australian-owned, Queensland-grown, pesticide-tested, and costs around $4.50 for quality that brews strong with a single tea bag. Billy Tea offers traditional processing with minimal additives and 1 bag per cup efficiency. T2 Melbourne Breakfast, while premium priced, provides proper value per cup with local blending and quality ingredients. Home brewing economics also demonstrate better value. Quality loose leaf tea costs $15 to $20 per 250 grams, yielding 80 to 100 proper cups. That is 15 to 25 cents per cup for premium quality, compared with multiple bags of Lipton at 6 to 9 cents per weak cup. The health benefits from avoiding pesticides and artificial additives provide additional value that never appears on the price tag. The 5 brands we have examined today are mostly owned by foreign corporations exploiting Australian loyalty. They employ false economy pricing psychology that targets vulnerable seniors on fixed incomes. Health costs are deliberately hidden, while companies profit from consumer ignorance. They have systematically degraded Australian tea quality while maintaining heritage branding that suggests nothing has changed. Here is the bigger question. If this is happening with something as simple and universal as tea, what else in our kitchens might not be what it claims to be? If you found this investigation eye-opening, hit subscribe right now and share this video with someone who needs this warning. Your family's health and budget deserve better than corporate deception. Comment below with which tea brand shocked you most.